Hello. Cousins, how you doing? What's today? Tuesday? How y'all doing, cousins, on this glorious Tuesday? How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling, family? How y'all feeling, family? All right, I know y'all doing good. I just wanted to ask, the cousin that I am. Okay, let's jump right into it. So, I'm gonna ask y'all something. If y'all anything like me, you probably hate asking for favors, right? So what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to explain to you how AI is going to get your business more business without you having to lift a finger. So the cool thing is reviews. What a lot of small business owners don't really understand the importance of is a 5-star review, regardless if that's on Google, Facebook Business, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever. We don't understand how powerful a review is, and I'm gonna break everything down to y'all so y'all can understand how you've been overlooking it even though you've been doing it yourself, right? So let me ask y'all something. I want to ask y'all, and anybody in the chat, cousins, feel free to chime in. I love talking to my family. Let me ask you, I used to hate asking for favors, right? Regardless if it was family, jazz, my kids. I hate asking for help. I hate asking for favors. Like I help somebody move, right? I help somebody move. I help a cousin move or whoever. Oops, my background popped out. I help like a cousin or somebody move, and when it's my turn, I feel like I'm scared to ask, for help. Like, hey, can you help me move? I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I just really don't like asking for help. Regardless, I'm the helper, but I don't really like asking for help. That's gonna be the same thing when it comes to reviews in my business. Like when I give good service, I just naturally expect somebody to want to give me a 5-star or expect somebody to give me a review. And honestly, that's not how business works. That is not how business works. And what I'm seeing in this tax industry, a lot of you tax pros are really good at what you do. You are freaking great at what you do. But asking for a review just seems awkward. And a lot of times you're not doing it, which in return hurts you, right? Asking for a Google review or just a review of your business does not hurt you, or it shouldn't hurt you to the point where you feel like it is. And it can be a little problematic. And I'm not exactly sure why you all are scared. But for whatever reason, it's a fearful thing, right? So let's get a little deeper. I want to tell you about a time. So me and Jazz, we always go out. We have a lunch date or a lunch dinner weekly, right? Every week we make sure we do something where we're together. So one time we're looking up different restaurants. We just moved. We looking up different restaurants, and I don't care. I'm like, man, listen, they got fish. I want to go there. Now my wife, on the other hand, she's checking the reviews. What do the reviews say, right? So now imagine this. We are about to spend our money with a new restaurant, a new establishment that they don't care if we come or we don't. But I'm just thinking, do they have fish? My wife is thinking, what do the reviews look like? Because if we have to choose between two restaurants, one has a 5-star review and one has a 2-star review, 10 times out of 10, we're going to go with that 5-star review restaurant. That's the exact same thing when people are looking for people to file their taxes. If you're a tax professional and you have 117, let's just say you have 117 reviews on your profile, and there's another tax professional that might be in your area, they might be right down the street from you, but they only have, let's say, 17 5 stars, right? You're more inclined to get new business simply from having a lot of 5-star reviews. Now, if you don't have any reviews, there's a high likelihood that you're brand new, and you might not be brand new. I've met so many tax professionals that are not brand new and have no online presence. Don't get me wrong, it's not a necessity, but it strengthens trust faster. If, again, you probably do this. I know my cousins probably do this. You're probably looking up something and trying to figure out what is the flavor, what's the taste, what do they sell. You're going to do some type of research. Now, if somebody sees that you have 200 5-star reviews, it's significant less research that they're going to do, right? Significantly less. And that's what you all want. You want to you want to have those 5-star reviews and let AI collect them for you. So I'll tell you, I remember one time I used to text like 3 or 4 people, right? I used to text them just to confirm something small. Like it reminded me of like chasing my kids to do chores. Like, hey, can you give me this review? Hey, can you give me this review? You mind sending me a testimonial? And that hurts me. I'm gonna be honest, that hurts me because I don't want to have to chase people down. I'm sure you guys don't want to have to chase people down to get reviews. That's where AI comes in, and that's where AI helps you. Now, I don't have to chase people down. I just provide my service. I do what I'm doing already. And once that service is done, AI can come in and AI can ask them, hey, how did you like the service? Did you mind giving us a review? Send them the link, do follow-ups, ask them, is there anything we can do better? Now, AI is helping me improve my business because, again, we're all human. Just imagine if you don't give a 5-star service to somebody. AI can collect the data to what you did wrong so you can do it better. That's another upside of having the AI in your system. Not only is it helping you alleviate the tasks you don't want to do, it's getting the information from the people that you probably didn't want to talk to. Somebody gave you a 5-star review, somebody wanted a refund, somebody did a chargeback. The AI can ask them why, what made them come to that decision, what pushed them to that, what pushed them that far, and get that information for you, right? So let's go to, excuse me, my next one. Just imagine you having an AI appointment setter that is setting your appointments for you. You're able to file hundreds of taxes. You're able to do twice as much as you did last year. And 30%, let's just use a small number. Let's say 10%. 10% of whatever you filed gave you a 5-star review. So if you do 350 filings, right? And 10%, you get 35 5-stars out of that. Without having to lift a finger, without having to ask a person. That's 35 more chances for you to bring in more people next year simply because your system did all the work for you. Now, if you amplify that, let's say you have the AI continuously follow up with them until they say yes or no, that 10% could turn into 50%. Now, imagine you do 350 filings and 175 5-stars come this year. I just want to know, like, is that not good? I'm not just making sure that you guys are on the same page as me. You do 350 filings, 50% of them give you 5-star reviews. You now have 175 5-star reviews. You're not going to sit and tell me that does not weigh heavily on the positive impact to your business. It's going to rank you higher in the SEO rankings. When people are searching tax prepared near me, you're going to pop up higher on the Google page, all because you had AI follow up with some people to ask them if you did a good job. That's it. It's that simple, right? All right. So as you all know, and I'm super proud of this, I'm going to probably talk about this for a while. I dropped about 50 pounds since May just by stacking one small win every day, right? I was fasting, I eat cleaner, I'm consistent. And then how I track this is I lost a pound, about 1 pound a week, or it was like 1.5 pounds a week or something. And it was a slow process. It was from May to September. That's what is that, 4 months, 3 or 4 months? So it took me about 4 months to lose 40 pounds, but it was a one-by-one process. I had to lose each pound individually. Now, how that stacks up, hey, Bridget, hey. Now, how that stacks up when it comes to reviews is, one 5-star review is not going to do much. But imagine if you get 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. Now you have 400 5-star reviews simply from having AI in your business. That is going to make the world of a difference when it comes to year 2 and in year 3. It's compounding. You want to compound the results. Yes, it's going to seem small, but when you compound it, in 2 years from now, if it's me versus you, I have 642 5-stars and you have 12. Let's be real. Who do you think people are going to want to do business with? Imagine yourself, you just travel to a new city. We got all these different tax forms. Imagine you travel to a new city You're going to do research on the different restaurants you want to go to, the different lounges you want to go to, the different spots, right? You're probably going to check their star rating and say like, yo, are people having a good time here? You know, a couple of my friends love hookah bars. You might type hookah bar and 7 pop up. But which one's the best one? I don't know. I'm not from here. Let's check Yelp. Let's check Google. Let's see. The same way you are doing things in your regular life, people are doing that in your business. So you need to have AI helping get you more 5 stars. Right? Think about it. Like, you think about a time. I want y'all to imagine yourself at the cookout. We're gonna take it back. Imagine yourself at the cookout, and your cousin comes in from out of state, and they're like, "Hey, you know, what's the best barbecue spot?" You already know because you're from there. They're trusting you because you're their cousin. If you tell them to go to a barbecue spot, they're not even gonna second guess it because the trust is already there. So when it comes to the digital world, that 5-star review is the trust. That's you trusting your cousin. Because when I look up a restaurant, if I see that there's a seafood place that's a 4-star and a seafood place that's a 1-star, why would I ever even go disappoint myself with that 1-star, right? It don't make no sense, and I ain't gonna do it. That's just, we just know that's what it is. I'm not gonna do it. And that 4-star, that 5-star is gonna get my money. So they are bringing in more money simply because their starring system, I don't even know what you call it, SEO, ranked them high enough for me to see it and for me to be like, all right, you know what, we're gonna go there. So now they just made an extra $150 off me because I just spent some money with them because they had a higher rating. Now, when it comes to taxes, again, when it comes to the tax industry, my set number for you guys is $350 a filing, right? Again, it could be more, it could be less. Now, imagine if you can make an extra $350, an extra $700, an extra $1,400. Imagine if you can make more money simply because you have higher star ratings. I want y'all to picture that. Imagine you brought in an extra 50 filings this year just because last year you got 75-star ratings. Man, is that not a win? I feel like it's a win. You know, I don't know how y'all feel. I feel like it's a win. It should be a win to you. You're bringing in more money because you did so good last year that people don't even have to ask about you. They just want to do business with you because they can see that you are good at what you do. So I want y'all to think, like, for parents, anybody that's a parent, I want y'all to think about it. When you're kids, I do this. Our kids, when they get good grades, I don't have to tell people that I'm a good parent. You know, I don't have to tell people, hey, I help my kid do their homework. I help my kids study. My kids are getting good grades, right? You just know that. If my kid's a scholar, you're just going to know that. Like, hey, bud. 1 second, guys. Got the princess came in. What you need? In fact, speaking of homework, it's crazy. Homework is actually what you came in here for. Mason plant flowers in 2 rows and 6 columns. Raven says that she can plant the same amount in 6 rows. Is she correct? Yes. So it's 2 rows and 6 columns, and then the other one is 6 rows and 2 columns. Okay. All right. So, as you all saw, just speaking of the dough. Hey, cousin, Tanya just popped in. But no, that's crazy. That's a prime example. Homework. So I'm doing homework with her. So when she gets all A's and she's on scholar, you know, me and Jazz are going to see all awards. You think the other parents are going to be like, oh, wow, they probably don't do anything with their kid at home. No, we do everything with our kid at home. That's why she's doing good in school, right? So the same thing with the reviews. When you flip that to a business standpoint, when you have a bunch of 5-star reviews, do you think people have to second guess if you're good at what you do? No, they're not. They're going to say, listen, all these people gave her a 5-star. I want to try it out too. Even if it only results in a one and done, you still make revenue from that new customer simply because you did good and other people gave you the review that said you did good. Right? So it's like, remember that you have to keep putting things into your business. You have to keep elevating your business, but it can be very time consuming if you're trying to do it yourself. Let AI do it. All you have to do, let's just say you slide somebody over and you say file complete, and then AI takes over and sends out the text message. Hey Tanya, just wanted to let you know, we're finished everything. We wanted to ask you about your experience. You mind giving us a review? Hey Bridget, we see that we finished filing your taxes. We look like we got you a little over 5K this year. You mind giving us a review? Something super simple. And the best time to send it is within 1 week of graduation, depending on your industry, 1 week of graduation, because they're still hype. You just got me 11,000 back this year, man. I'm hype. Of course I'm gonna give you a 5-star. Yeah, I want to give you a 5-star, man. It's my boy. KP always come through. So now I'm hyped. Now I'm giving you an authentic 5-star review that you didn't have to reach out to me to do. Hey, Natasha, what's going on? So just think of that. You do my taxes. I want all of y'all to put yourself in your tax prep shoes. You do KP's taxes, right? After you finish my taxes, you move me along the pipeline, your AI reaches out to me and it says, hey, KP, did I do a good job? Abso-freaking-lutely you did. Now you got a new 5-star. You didn't have to ask me. You didn't have to harass me. You didn't have to follow up. None of that. You had AI do all of it for you, and all you had to do was do a good job. You all are already doing a good job. I know you're doing good jobs because you were consistently in business year after year. If you're doing a bad job, you're going to lose your clients. So the fact that you're still here and you're still going shows that you're doing a good job. Let AI elevate that good job by bringing in those reviews for you. All right. I call myself the cousin, AI, everybody's AI cousin. I try to do something cool. I don't even know. Can y'all see my background? I just want to know if y'all can see it. It looks blurry on my screen. Let me know. Can y'all read that? I'm trying to play around with if it's legible or not. Hey Lex. All my cousins showing up today now. Hey. All right, so we can recap. I'll talk. Okay, perfect. Y'all can see it. I'll talk to y'all about what the whole live was about. For those that jumped in late, we're talking about how AI can help you get 5-star reviews for your business. Also, one thing I didn't mention, this is a cool thing. The cool thing about AI, right, is that imagine if somebody didn't give you a 5-star review. Let's just say, hey Kiona, imagine if somebody didn't give you a 5-star review. Imagine if they gave you a 4, 3, 2, like a 1. They might have gave you a 1-star. You might have been trash for this one person. Don't get me wrong. None of us are perfect. I've done refunds. I've had to give people their money back. I'm sure you guys have too. But imagine if you got that 1-star. Now AI can protect your business, because if AI is the forefront, AI doesn't have to post the lower star ratings, right? But because that person might feel like, hey, I give them a 1-star, I just put it on I just sent it in and did the form, or whatever the case may be. They sent the 1-star to AI. Two positives that can come from this. AI can just simply not post it, so it doesn't bring your rankings down. But 2, AI can ask, oh, I am so sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry you've had a bad experience. How can we make it better for you? What can we have done better so we can turn that 1 into a 5? Now AI is asking the question, and let's just say we'll say Natasha. Let's say Natasha did my taxes. Natasha, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but let's say she did a bad job, right? And her AI asked me, hey KP, we see that you gave us a 1-star review. Is it anything that we could do to make it better? And I'm like, man, listen, all I needed, every time I would ask for help, nobody was there. Every time I would do this. So now Natasha can take that feedback and fix whatever that problem was. Now, don't get me wrong. We're always going to have problem clients. That's business. But you can take those problem responses. Those might be true things. Maybe your funnel link wasn't working. Maybe the calendar was broke at the time. I don't know what the case is, but you can take those reasonings and fix them. So that way no one else has that bad experience, right? Always use the negative experiences to fix whatever the problem is. I wish my screen would just stay on. This thing keep cutting off, my bad. But use those negative experiences to always make the future experience better. I always say you should always be checking your customer journey. You need to be checking your customer journey at least once a week. depending on your acquisition. If you got a lot of clients coming in, you might want to check it twice a week, right? But you should be at least checking your client journey once a week to see where the hiccups could be, until you've perfected it to the point where it is working without you. Your onboarding is good, your client retention is good, your welcome packets are good, the follow-ups are good. Until everything is ironclad to the point where you literally do not have to be there, you should always be ironing out your customer journey. But yeah, the customer journey, you have to make sure that that customer journey is ironed out, because if it's not, you're just gonna keep overworking yourself. The whole purpose of being an entrepreneur is to not be a 9-to-5er, to get your freedom, right? You're not gonna have your freedom if you're constantly working 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now you're working even more. Granted, you might be making more, you're working significantly more, which takes away from what you're actually trying to do. Any questions? Let me talk to the cousins, man. Y'all got any questions? In fact, no, I'm not gonna let y'all ask random questions. Who here has a review system set up? Let me ask that. Let me ask any of my cousins, if you're watching the replay, if you're live, do you have a replay system set up? Regardless if it's AI, if it's automation, if it's you doing it manually, do you all collect reviews? I just want to know. Somebody give me a yes, somebody give me a no. Let's see how you guys are doing right now. Excuse me. Nothing. All right, nothing so far. Nothing so far. I'm gonna be convinced when y'all see the replay. Y'all let me know. But if you do not have a review system, please set it up. I'm telling you, it is very important. All right, Natasha said no. Thank you, Natasha. Honesty, that's what's gonna get us there. If you don't have it set up, just set it up. Ask me. Go to YouTube. Ask your other cousins. You should have a review system set up, even if it's your first year. Now check this. A lot of people think they don't need to do things because, oh, this is my first year, I got time to, adjust and fix it. Yeah, you do. But the more you have in place, the less you gotta fix, right? When tax season gets crazy between January and April, May, don't kill me. But between that heavy window when people are filing, you don't have time to go back. You want to keep going forward. So in order to keep going forward, you want to be prepping this stuff right now. You want to be doing these things right now, building these things right now, asking these questions right now. So that way, when you get in the heat of things, everything's already ironed out. And that's literally what my goal is as your favorite AI cousin, is to help you put the AI in place now, learn how the AI works, build the AI with you, so that way come January, listen, I'm about to make up a date. I think it's the 21st. I don't know. Is it January 21st? When can we file taxes? Y'all know I ain't a tax professional. I'm an AI professional. But whenever the first day that you all can file taxes, you want to make sure that it is ready to file. There go Kiva. There she go. Kiva, I thought you was gonna miss me, man. I be trying to push it. I thought I was gonna miss you. But yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. So like, how I look at it is, you don't have to go and do this manually. Nothing that I teach you all do I want to do manually. Like, in fact, I just said it twice and I hate saying that word. I tell my clients, you guys can ask my clients, ask my students. I don't even like saying the M word. I'm not even gonna, I know, we ain't supposed to say the N word. I don't say the M word because I don't like that. I like to automate and AI everything. Right? So anything that I got to do, remember my 3 strikes SOP? It's the same thing with automating a procedure. If I got to do it more than 3 times, it needs to be automated. Right? Yeah, Natasha, this is Marcus. So Marcus can do a lot more. And literally this whole month, I'm just going to be highlighting all the things Marcus can do. But his primary function is the appointment setter. He can do a lot more, and I'm gonna be wowing you all September. But yeah, you need to automate it, because again, imagine if you have AI that is taking care of your acquisition, right? You're running ads or you're making posts. You have AI bringing all those people in, setting appointments, doing your follow-ups. You're doing your tax thing. You doing the magic. After that, you have AI getting you reviews. And I know for a fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, I know this is a fact, that at least 50% of your clientele is willing to give you a 5-star review if somebody just asks. More than 50%. And you know how I know that? Because imagine that one time, I want y'all to take the worst experience you've ever had at a restaurant and tell me if you went back. You know, let's break it down. Let's take it out of business real quick and go personal. Think about the worst experience you've ever had at a restaurant and tell me if you went back. It's probably a no, right? And it's because it's like, yo, my server was trash. They ain't come and check on me. They gave me watered down drinks. I ain't even get tipsy. The meal proportion was small and my food was burnt. The manager ain't try to bring it back. Whatever the case is, I'm not giving you a 5-star, nor am I coming back, right? Now, on the flip side, I want you to imagine the best experience you've ever had when you went to a restaurant. You probably couldn't wait to go back. You probably were like, I don't care how much that food cost, man. That waiter was perfect. That food was perfect. My fish was falling off the fork. My drinks, boy, I got tipsy off the first sip. Like, you just had a significantly better experience. You might even be a person like myself where you like, yo, I want to leave a review. They don't even have to ask me because it was so good. Now, take both of those life experiences, and I want you to imagine if both of those people were to call you or text you or email you and just ask you how was your experience. The 1-star, I mean, you probably leave a 1-star, or you would just ignore. You would just, man, I'm not giving you no, man, get out of here. But the 5-star, you're going to be more than happy to leave that review. I'm just grateful you even asked me to leave a review. I had the best experience. Plus, it's authentic. So because the experience was so good, they're going to hype you up. Oh my God, they did this. They answered all my questions. They did it. And now relate that to your business. Because again, I'm sure you all are doing great jobs. You're not just doing good jobs. You're doing great jobs. And you want your people to highlight that. You want your people to talk to you. You want your people to tag you on social media. That brings in more business, right? Now, just imagine your favorite AI cousin. Let's talk about me real quick. Imagine if every time somebody mentioned me, somebody had something bad to say, right? Imagine if every time you saw your favorite AI cousin, people was like, oh, his automations don't work. His AI doesn't work. And that's all you ever saw. 1-stars all over the place. Would you all trust me? You know, be real. Let's just be 100% transparent, right? If every single time you ever seen my name, you saw a 1-star review from somebody, right? I don't even have to guess. I know you wouldn't trust me. Now, on the flip side, the positive side, which I'm fortunate to be on, most of the time when you see my name, people are highlighting me. People are saying how great I am. People are saying how I helped them out. You know, people are praising me, saying that the classes were great, which I love. Thank you. And that's why you all trust me. That's why I'm your favorite AI cousin, because of the good job that I do that gets me the 5-star reviews, that builds the trust when you don't know me. Because at one point I was just a brand new cousin. You ain't know really much about me, and then obviously, you know, you followed the trail and you was like, oh snaps, I like this guy. He is my favorite cousin. And that's what got us here, the 5-star reviews. All right. I just hit the 30-minute mark. I didn't even realize it. I ain't even realize it. How y'all doing, cousins? Let me talk to y'all real quick. Let me talk to y'all before I close out. I be rambling, and I'm hoping, heck, I got viewers. I'm hoping that y'all liking what I'm talking about, because I can hold y'all for this long. Hoping I ain't keeping y'all hostage. I ain't put y'all phone down to do laundry and wash dishes and do all the things. But how y'all feeling, cousins? How y'all feeling before I close out? Y'all feeling good? I got that. So before I do, you guys know AI everything. Anything I touch, anything I talk about, I'm always gonna put AI on it. I do have the classes tonight. I have my GHL classes tonight. If you guys have not registered, you can have a text. Oh my goodness, I don't know the number. 903. Okay. They're gonna clip this. My team's gonna clip this, so let me make sure. So let me if you want to join the Go High Level classes, you can text GHL to 903-582-5524. and that'll get you. That'll send you the link. I'll have Marcus send you the link to the classes. You'll get registered for the classes, and Marcus will be your new best friend, right? I'm your favorite cousin. Let's get Marcus to be your new best friend. Natasha, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. I'll send you Marcus's link. You can watch the videos and all this stuff like that. In fact, for everyone, because I am closing out. If you guys are interested in Marcus, if you're interested in any of the AI that I spoke about, comment AI in the comment section. I'll shoot you a DM, send you a link to get more information on Marcus. It has the sign up link and everything. And I thank you, cousins. I will see you all tomorrow. Oh well, I'll see some of you in class tonight. Everybody that I don't see in class, I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you for joining.